Alright, so peep this. Movie kicks off and we got people already going at it. I mean full on scrap at the seashore. We see two groups of people fighting, and from the looks of it, these brawling gigan are applying belt to ass against the armorless fighters. No cap, this is not a fair fade whatsoever. One of these broly built motherfuckers is handling like 2 or 3 of these niggas in blue alone. But luckily for the losing side, they got some serious reinforcements coming in, as we see a group of ninja rushing towards the battle. And I'm not gonna lie, these niggas were moving kinda saucy for a bunch of NPC ninja. Just peep how a random bro does a whole ass front flip before landing the finishing blow. But as he does that, we're introduced to a whole new problem. As we see one of the giga niggas knock this dude off him, completely ignoring the fact that he was stabbed. Now what kills me is that after seeing a nigga who is clearly a superior fighter to him get sent flying, buddy right here still tries to square up. You know what? This is just natural selection, cause a nigga like me would have known better.
I got this!
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
We see Buddy who got knocked away sitting up and noticing how all these armored big niggas aren't being affected by their wounds, on some undead type shit. But as he's distracted, the big nigga who sent him flying is back on his ass, catching him lacking and booming him, revealing that the ninja was actually a puppet all along, and not just any puppet, but that Conqueror's puppet, as we see it shoot out wires and catch one of the armored guys. That draws the attention of the rest of them, but before the puppet can get jumped, everyone retreats so Gaara can come in and squad wipe with his ult, summoning a giant sand tornado and finishing the job with a giant sand burial. And the job wouldn't be finished if he didn't aura farm like a proper shinobi. Nick gonna wait for the camera to pan up before standing posed with his arms crossed. And you just see how important it is to aura farm as a shinobi, cause the effects of Gaara's aura makes the armored niggas retreat. Now can someone please tell me, why the hell when they're leaving, the niggas who were getting generational belts applied to them go running off after these dudes on this little ass boat in the dark of night?
Why you even did this to yourself? This made you look so fucking stupid.
And just as expected, when they go out there, they get absolutely cooked. We don't even see what happens to them, we just hear the sounds of them getting packed as everyone watches from a distance. Gaara, being someone with an actual brain, has them fire off some flares, and when they do, we see in the distance a big ass ship that sends off a wave of cannon fire at the shore. Gaara, seeing that everyone on that beach is in danger of being turned into a pack, locks in, and puts every single nigga on that beach on his back, creating a giant wall of sand to shield everyone. Last thing we see is a close-up shot of Gaara before cutting to the title card, and the very next scene in the forest. So peep this, we see our fan favorite Team 7, Naruto, Sakura, and Shikamaru?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Nah, let me chill on my guy Shika. That's a solid nigga if I ever seen one. Been rocking with my man Naruto from day one, and he slid for his OG Asuma. Shika ain't never been nothing but a solid nigga. Anyway, these three are on a mission to catch this little ferret, and thanks to Shikamaru, this mission is a breeze. And yes, I'm giving all the credit for this going smoothly to Shika. We've seen the other two members of Team 7 try to catch small animals before, and I can't lie, this is not their bag. Naruto and Sakura would have spent a whole filler episode trying to catch that little nigga. Luckily for them, that dude Shikamaru got like a 300 IQ or some shit. I don't know, that nigga's smart as hell, that's all I'm trying to say. So it's no surprise he puts together a trap that works just as intended. Sakura goes up to retrieve little homie from the box as Naruto and Shikamaru join her. And just look at this dude Naruto in this frame. Bro is cheesing hard as hell. Nigga starts cracking up and cooking the little ferret for getting caught up by their trap. But the ferret wasn't rocking with Naruto talking about him crazy. Instantly tees up, catches Naruto lacking, scratching his face and takes off. Team 7 is right on its tail. Naruto manages to catch it before he gets away, but not without getting his ass caught up in the trap himself. Moving just like he did in the bell test, got my nigga Shikamaru out here stressing as a Chunin. Cut to the three of them heading out to return the ferret, and this dude Naruto is really putting his teammates through it. Shikamaru mentions how their destination should be across the bridge, so Naruto without thinking says bet, and takes off, trying to dash across, only for one of the planks to give in, causing him to damn near fall to his doom. Sakura runs up on bro and starts spazzing out. Not gonna lie, she would have kicked this nigga to his death if he didn't have that ferret strapped to his back. She is over his shit. As the Naruto situation gets situated, Shikamaru notices something's off. The village they're supposed to be heading to is supposed to be across the plains over there, but even so, they still haven't seen a single nigga, not one soul. Jump ahead, and now the three are split into two groups, Shikamaru running solo, while the two Team 7 members scout together. As Naruto and Sakura are looking around, the ferret in the backpack starts tweaking out. It can tell something ain't right. The camera zooms out, revealing one of those armored niggas from the beginning of the movie, and they waste no time trying to sneak the two. Naruto acts quick, pushing Sakura out the way and dodging himself. He goes in for a right, lands clean, but it don't matter. That shit has no effect. The armored nigga grabs his arm and Hulk slams this man straight into the ground. We then cut to Sakura, and under normal circumstances, I'm not gonna lie, expectations would have been in hell. But this is a movie, and if there's one thing you niggas gonna learn, it's that for some reason, Sakura in Naruto movies moves like a whole different person. The big armored dudes try to catch her lacking while she's informing Shikamaru about what's going down, but she sees it coming, weaving out the way and retaliating with some kunai, which do absolutely nothing. Not gonna lie, Sakura, I was just gassing you up. Please don't be sorry right now and make me look bad. The armored dude comes in again. Sakura's too quick with it, dodging once again. Peeping that normal ninja tools didn't work, she tosses a little extra something on this next one, booming this nigga. And you can just tell she don't get too many dubs, cause she starts cheesing over beating this one grunt, completely unaware of the nigga creeping up behind her, ready to send her ass to the shadow realm. But before we see Sakura get done in, we cut back to Naruto, who's decided, fuck a fair fade, I'ma just jump this nigga. He summons a bunch of clones and hits the armored dude with the jump jutsu special, leaving that nigga folded, got him hitting the Caleb City pose. As the dust settles, Naruto peeps the figure in the distance. We get a close-up shot and see a knight, and I can't lie, this nigga armor look tough as hell. He got that shit on, and he knows it with how he starts moving against Naruto. Bro points straight at Naruto and gives him a thumbs down, pretty much calling him ass to his face, and Naruto, not being the type of nigga to stand for that kind of disrespect, immediately tries to get back on some more jump jutsu timing. But the knight nigga is just too clean with it, weaving Naruto like he's a long lost Uchiha. I mean, bro is really saucing on Naruto, and looking cold while doing it, piecing up each and every one of Naruto's clones before hitting a little All Might pose afterwards. But it's not over yet. Naruto goes in trying to hit bro with the same sneak attack he got Neji with in the Chunin exams. But unlike back then, he ain't catching nobody lacking. The knight dude weaves Naruto's uppercut. And peep bro's eyes, I know he ain't no Uchiha, but come on now, red eyes and moving like this, you can't fool me brother, I know what you are. Anyway, knight nigga not only weaves Naruto, but proceeds to send his ass hurling with a kick. And just watch how gracefully he lands, doing a little pirouette as he touches down. Bro knows he looks clean too, just look at that little smile on his face. Nigga happy as hell he got the clip off, but that smile quickly gets wiped off his face when he notices he's leaking a bit. As we see Naruto getting up and pulling out some ninja stars, launching them. The knight, seeing a bunch of ninja stars hot on his tail, whips out a shield, blocking the oncoming attack, then quickly retracts it to clash with an incoming Naruto. And I gotta ask, when did Naruto start moving this quick with a kunai? Like, look at bro, this is some elite pressure. He on that nigga ass. No cap, if Sakura didn't sell and distract my guy, it would have only been a matter of time before he got the knight nigga to slip up. With Sakura captured, Naruto tries telling bro in the night suit to cut the hostage shit and run his fade like a real nigga. But before he can get a response, the big armored suit holding Sakura suddenly swings at the knight dude, who is really not beating the allegations. Like bro, you gotta be some sort of Uchiha experiment or some shit. No way a nigga with red eyes who moves this swiftly don't got a single drop of Uchiha blood in them. Anyways, turns out the whole Sakura being captured thing was actually a setup to try and get the jump on the knight. But this fake ass Uchiha weaves out the way easily. Now he's cornered, so Naruto, done f***ing around, summons even more clones than before, ready to jump the hell out of bro. But as he jumps in, the knight dude pulls out his sword and... Did this nigga just release his Zanpakuto toe? Bro swings his sword, causing it to extend and starts radiating energy, which he uses to start wiping out Naruto's clones. Naruto, doing some big brain thinking, tries using this as an opportunity, using the smoke clouds from his clones getting packed as a smokescreen to catch bro lacking so he can boom them with a Rasengan. But as Naruto comes in with the Rasengan, his attack gets countered, resulting in a clash that not only sends the ferret strapped to his backpack flying, but also sends Naruto himself alongside the knight nigga falling down the abyss to their doom. Jump ahead and we see a slumped out Naruto, waking up patched up in a caravan, and unconscious next to him is the same knight he was fading earlier. And you'd think there'd be more of a reaction being that they were just going at each other. I mean shit, if I were Naruto and I caught this nigga lacking, best believe I'm finishing what we started on the surface. Not to mention Naruto losing the ferret trying to deal with bro, fucking up the whole mission. As Naruto's trying to gather his surroundings, we see some old dude who turns out to be the elder of the village, Kahiko. He explains to Naruto how they found him and the other homie chilling in the river and brought them in for treatment. And it's as he's having medicine applied that Naruto notices a familiar set of armor, which gets the gears in his head turning. Putting one and one together, he realizes that the dude laying there is the knight from before, which explains why he wasn't tweaking out earlier. The nigga didn't know. But now with this new info, Naruto immediately starts going off, causing the sleeping knight's eyes to shoot open. He quickly realizes his body is cooked. This nigga is in pain. And what's funny to me is while bro is grimacing, like deadass fighting for his life in this moment, we got Naruto over here going off when he probably should be just as injured. But knowing his ass, the Nine-Tail stimulus kicked in and healed him before he could even notice. Kahiko tells Naruto to chill out, which Naruto does not take well. But before he can start getting even more ignorant, he notices that underneath a blanket is the ferret he thought he lost. Seeing that the mission wasn't completely cooked quite yet was just enough to settle him down. Jump ahead and we see Naruto and Kahiko yapping it up. Here we find out that Kahiko is the one who hired the Leaf Village to return the ferret, named Nerugui. So from what I'm hearing, the mission's accomplished, right? All Naruto really gotta do is handle the night nigga over there. And I'm really not gonna lie, the fact that they haven't dropped this nigga's name once so far is wild. They deadass giving me the names for side characters and animals before the dude who's literally on the movie poster. Now, am I gonna search his name up? No. I'm gonna keep calling him what I call him until they drop his name. Anyway, we cut to Sakura and Shikamaru, who saw the same big ass shit from the beginning of the movie when Naruto got sent to the abyss, and are now doing a bit of spying on the opposition later in the night. And seeing how many of these brawly built armored niggas there are, I do wonder if these two thought to hit the leaf up for some backup, cause I know I would. The ops got an army of Hulkbuster built niggas and a literal giant warship. At least let me get that nigga Shino, since he ain't never lost a fight. And Lee, off the Henny. Honestly, Lee off the Henny might be more than enough. Nigga would be handing out drunken fades on some power of youth type shit. Back to the movie, we jump ahead again, seeing Naruto yapping it up with some more villagers, getting the lore of the land. They tell my boy Naruto that Nerugui the ferret has been around since they first founded the village, making him indeed old as hell. Hearing this got Naruto telling them to stop the cat. My man can't believe it. Pun intended.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
The village elder explains how Nerugui and the villagers have been locked in from the start, saying he only really rocked with people from the village, only for the ferret to run off to the lap of another human. Damn, dipping on your day one just to go chill with some random is nuts. It's a cold world. But now the attention's on the mystery knight, whose name I honestly refuse to search up at this point. Like no joke, we're a quarter of the way into the movie, and I still don't know who this nigga is. Anyway, Naruto pulls up on bro, trying to get some answers on why he tried to slime out him and his teammates, but instead of answering, dude starts yapping about some nonsense, telling Naruto to help him build a utopia. Naruto, just like me hearing this, is straight up lost, has no idea what blood is blabbering about. But before he can try to get any more info, the ostrich he was riding on takes off. Now focusing back on Night Nigga, he seems to have recovered from that long fall and is ready to dip. When no one's looking, he tries sneaking off, not noticing Nerugui following him. But before he can dip, off in the distance, he peeps a kid slip out of a tree, damn near deleting himself from the server. Luckily for him, Night Nigga out here moving like a D1 receiver, but he talking about building a utopia. Nigga, if you don't start running some damn routes and catching some balls, I don't know which, but I know an NFL team needs a receiver. Naruto, seeing bro do a good deed, decides he might as well squash their beef, holding his hand out to help him, only for Night Nigga to leave him hanging, not even bothering to be sneaky about leaving anymore. He tells Naruto and the villagers, I saved that little nigga right there, which makes us even, so with that, I'm out. Now tell me why, after clearly hearing this and watching this dude leave, plus seeing the ferret following him, Naruto looks so surprised when he sees he's not in the carriage. Nigga, he told you what it was! And to make things even worse, like I said earlier, Nerugui was following him, which means now the mission success is also in danger. Naruto tries to pull a quick one, telling the elder, AOG, we already returned your pet. If you lost him again, that's not our problem.
Man, I knew I shouldn't have hired them sorry ass leaf niggas. Now them Sand Shinobi, them some real niggas. They would have had this mission wrapped up.
Kahiko wasn't going for any of what Naruto was trying to get off, and instead pulls off an elite example of rage bait, resulting in him getting exactly what he wanted, Naruto agreeing to go after Nerugui. Jump ahead and we see Naruto finally catch up to Night Nigga, who, after 30 minutes of watch time, we finally get a name for. Bro's name is Temujin. He invites Naruto inside the big ass ship to meet his big homie Haido, and I swear when we meet him, Naruto don't say a word. From his facial expression, you can tell he don't rock with bro. And not gonna lie, I wouldn't either. This just looks like an untrustworthy nigga. And it doesn't help when he starts blabbering on about Naruto's power like he's not just using normal chakra. The red flags are crimson. Ain't no way you should be this intrigued over life energy that everyone is supposed to have. Temujin tries to get Naruto to show his chakra by attacking him, to which Haido has to rein him in. Hits that nigga with a mini talk no jutsu speech, catches Naruto by surprise. Bro is shocked watching another person in real time steal his flow. Haido begins to explain his ambitions to Naruto, telling him the same thing Temujin said back in the carriage. He wants to create a utopia, but Naruto, being well, himself, has not a clue what the hell that is. So after a brief explanation and some elite agenda pushing, Haido tries to convince Naruto to join them. And for Naruto, it sounds tempting, but fuck world peace. Nigga, he's trying to be Hokage. Still, he tells Haido he's down to keep shit peaceful around his block. The conversation is abruptly interrupted by Nerugui, who is not fucking with Haido at all. Like, the little nigga is more hostile than he was when Naruto was talking crazy shit. But before Nerugui can run another nigga's fade, we hear over the intercom that a fleet sent to the Land of Wind got absolutely packed up. And hearing Land of Wind got Naruto on alert, cause what these niggas got going on trying to slide on his dude Gaara. We cut to Naruto on the same seashore from the beginning of the movie, seeing what looks to be the aftermath of a battle. Stranded on the sand is one of those big ass ships destroyed. As he watches Temujin walk in, Naruto chases after him trying to press him for answers, seeing a bunch of destroyed test tubes and bodies laid out. But before Naruto can get any answers out of Temujin, Kankuro comes swooping in from the shadows, catching Temujin lacking, wrapping him up with his puppet and informing Naruto on what's really going down. How the Land of Wind was invaded and damn near got done in by Haido's group. This revelation got Naruto heated. He tells Kankuro to back off cause he wants all the smoke, which Kankuro isn't going for, but he doesn't have much of a choice as a mark on Temujin's chest starts glowing, giving him a boost of power. Bro breaks out of Kankuro's hold, punts the puppet to the side, and draws his sword, ready to run a 2v1 if he has to. Luckily for him, backup pulls up, making this a 2v1 that quickly turns into a 3v2. Actually, make that an even 3v3, because Gaara comes in on straight demon time. Trying to flatten them between two pillars of sand, the two female fighters barely dodge in the nick of time, but Gaara's hot on their ass. The get back for the Land of Wind is 1000% necessary for him. Cut to Kankuro, who's taken on one of the female fighters. She activates her ability, completely enveloping Kankuro in darkness. Bro's not impressed though. He basically tells her,
"So you turned out the lights. What did you do? Nigga, this does not move me."
Kankuro quickly finds out he shouldn't have been talking shit. Nigga gets put in a genjutsu from hell. She got dudes seeing sleep paralysis demons. Like, what even is that thing? Just when you think it's cooked for Kankuro, as he's getting choked out, he manages to replace himself with his puppet. But I can't let him slide. Not when this nigga is out here hiding, looking like the RDC Youngboy security skit. Kankuro, this can't be you. Not after saying this.
You're pretty good at dodging. All you got is darkness, huh? I am not impressed.
While Kankuro's busy fearing for his life, Gaara's in the other room really trying to slide for his Wind Nation people. But his op must have watched some Chunin exam reruns, trying to give Gaara some PTSD with that lightning style. She clearly didn't watch the Konoha Crush arc though, cause we all know Gaara's been chillin' ever since Naruto hit him with some good old Talk no Jutsu, plus some CTE. So the chill Gaara ever so calmly tells her to get that weak ass shit out of here, swatting the lightning away with his sand. His opponent ain't no bum though. She uses the deflected lightning to try and bring the roof down on my boy. But we're reminded this is an all-defensive first ninja we're talking about. Unless you one of them speedy niggas in a one piece, you ain't doing shit. Gaara fires right back, letting them sand bullets fly. And calling me surprised, cause I wasn't aware Gaara was dealing with a two-way player. She uses her lightning to create a shield, blocking Gaara's attacks, maneuvers around to get up close, and booms Gaara point blank. And just look at the smile on her face. She really thinks this is over. But once again, this is Gaara. Nigga might as well be the defensive ninja of the year, cause he uses his sand to trap her in a sand coffin, standing there completely unscathed from the last attack. But before he can finish his sand burial, the coffin is blown to bits by lightning. And as the smoke clears, we see, nigga, what is that? Gaara's op ends up transforming into some kind of behemoth and starts charging at Gaara like a prime Derrick Henry, ramming into what actually turned out to be a sand clone. And before I get to how Gaara ultimately packs her up, I can't ignore this right here. The way this nigga's clone got laid out was genuinely frying my shit when I was watching this movie the first time. Anyway, Gaara tricks his opponent using a sand clone, catching her lacking with a massive sand tsunami. But even so, this full back built motherfucker is still up and kicking, coming in hot for another attack. Gaara's prepared though, using spears of sand as a lightning rod to hold her in place as he pops his ult, putting her in a giant sand burial. It's at this same time we see Naruto and Temujin both shoot out the ship, scrapping. We also got Kankuro finally getting over his fears and making a move. Bro throws some kunai trying to act hard and shit. Sorry to break it to you, gang. It's up for you. We got you hiding in 4K. While Kankuro's trying to get his little weak trash talk off, his opponent transforms into some sort of bat monster, and this really got me wondering, what kind of Timu curse mark rejects are these niggas? She takes off, firing smoke to obscure the view of both Kankuro and Naruto before dipping with Temujin. Jump ahead and we see another one of Haido's goons, pressing Kaiko, the village elder, asking about the whereabouts of the Sonogil elf. Kaiko ain't giving her shit though, so she's about to put Unk on a t-shirt when my dude Shikamaru comes in clutch with the save, got her struggling with that shadow possession. Sakura slides in to make sure Kaiko's all good while Shikamaru starts popping this shit, talking about how he handled the lightweight she had patrolling the spot. And you can just see how pressed that gets her. She starts getting all feral, tweaking out, transforming into a wolf, and breaking free from Shikamaru's shadow possession. But even after that, she must have known not to try running the ones with a nigga like Shikamaru, cause she instantly takes off the moment she's free. Shit, she must have gotten exclusive access to Shippuden early and saw what Shikamaru did to Hudan. Wasn't trying to become the first Shika victim. Cut to Temujin aura farming in the sunset, showing excellent display of the sun kiss technique. And as he's doing so, we get hit with some backstory for bro. Turns out him and his homeboy were both survivors of a village that got invaded and destroyed, and got recruited by Haido to join his cause. As Temujin's reminiscing, he gets a call informing him that the ship he was checking earlier had the info they needed on the Stone of Galel. So with no time to waste, he gets to moving, quickly arriving back at the battlefield. Completely unaware that Shikamaru had already predicted this and set him up, Shika ambushes bro, catching him lacking, putting him in a whole ass shadow full Nelson. We cut to the inside of a cave where they now got Temujin tied up and under interrogation. Kahiko's trying to pull for Naruto's bag, hitting Temujin with his own Talk no Jutsu, telling him that the Stone of Galel he's chasing is only gonna bring him trouble. But Temujin couldn't care less what this old nigga's yapping about. If the Stone of Galel brings problems, well then,
I don't want peace. I want problems, always!
Temujin ain't worried about any of that, cause he happens to have a piece of the Stone of Galel implanted in him. So to him, he figures he already knows everything there is to know about it. But to his shock, Kahiko drops the bomb. His body being able to fuse with the stone's power means only one thing. Temujin is a descendant of the village's royal family. This wild revelation is enough to make bro finally start listening to what the old had been talking about. Kahiko gives the whole spiel about how dangerous the stone is. Basically, the immense power it grants has started wars, and to prevent any more bloodshed, they kept the shit buried. All that info dropped, and one question immediately comes to mind. Thankfully, Sakura asks it. Why didn't y'all just destroy the damn thing? Turns out the only way to destroy the stone is with royal blood, which is where Temujin comes in. But bro's too busy glazing Haido to care about the warning he just got. Temujin doubles down on wanting the stone, breaks out of his restraints, knocks the OG out cold, and for some reason kidnaps a random kid? Like bro, what? This nigga just being a menace for the love of the game now. There was absolutely no reason to snatch that little nigga up. Anyway, Temujin takes off, leaving Naruto and the gang clueless on how to find him. Well, that's until Naruto has a brain blast, coming up with the genius idea of using Nerugui, who's been following Temujin around the whole movie, to track him down. So with Nerugui now leading the way, the team of ninja follow after him. We cut to Temujin, who arrives at the holding place for the Stone of Galel, which really doesn't get explained how he found this place. I mean, Kahiko wasn't gonna tell him shit, and I know damn well the kid ain't do nothing. In fact, now that I'm mentioning this again, really, why did this nigga snatch up little homie? Especially if he's gonna send the little nigga back home after dragging him all the way out here. This little nigga may have gone through one of the scariest experiences in his young life, cause this dude Temujin felt like it. After possibly scarring the youth, Temujin uses his sword to send a signal out to Haido, letting him know that he's found where the stone is, setting Haido in motion to head towards his location. After a bit of wandering around the temple, we see Temujin and Kahiko make it to the room above where the stone is held. But before Temujin can force Kahiko to reveal the stone's whereabouts, Naruto makes his presence known, telling Temujin to hand over the old nigga unless he wants issues. Temujin, hearing this, ain't got no problem running Naruto's fade. He reaches for his sword instantly, but before the two of them can run this fade back, Haido comes bursting through the wall in one of his big ass ships, finally ready to put his plan into motion. But to do that, he'll need the Stone of Galel, which Temujin lets him know the mine for the stone is right under them. Before Haido can get moving, that nigga Shikamaru comes through, hitting bro with a shadow possession. With Haido trapped, the three ninja use this as an opportunity to get the answers that they need from him. But I'ma be real, this nigga Haido really don't tell us what he's cooking up. He just continues to yap about creating his utopia and shit, which at this point, Naruto is not buying at all. He starts getting into his bag, the Talk no Jutsu Duffy, pretty much saying, how are you gonna create a world of peace if you're constantly sliming out your mans? As you can see, those words have a little more umph to them. Actually gets the gears in Temujin's head to turn a bit. As Temujin is slowly being moved by the patent Talk no Jutsu, Kahiko hits some sort of secret switch with his foot, causing the platform him and Temujin are standing on to start moving. Knowing that Temujin may be the only way to finally destroy the Stone of Galel, Kahiko quickly descends down into the mines with Temujin, leaving everyone else behind. Hearing about the stone being destroyed is all news to Haido, so this possibility being sprung upon him got him tweaking. He flies down towards the platform, and just watch. When he walks past Naruto, my dude Naruto ain't expecting a damn thing. Honestly, he looks surprised as hell, and it's probably because he didn't think Haido could move like that. I know I didn't. And what really caught me off guard was how he just abruptly backhands the ever-living hell out of Naruto. Got this nigga spinning midair looking like a Beyblade. Haido then punches a hole through the floor, sprouts wings, and takes off after Kahiko and Temujin. Naruto, who's still seeing stars, goes after Haido, leaving Shikamaru and Sakura to handle Haido's goons. The fights kick off with Sakura's first, and I can't lie, at first glance it looks like her opponent is putting hands on her. But if you really pay attention, that's when you notice, low-key, Sakura's eating them hits. There ain't no wobble in her step, she jumps back and fires an explosive attack, but it has no effect. As her opponent tries to catch her from the top rope, she's able to weave the incoming attack, but this gets her wondering how she got caught when the explosive attack should have at least blinded her op. And that shit you not, her opponent proceeds to explain exactly how she's been getting the upper hand, telling Sakura that she can track the scent of her blood before sending a supersonic howl at her ass. Sakura dodges once again and comes across some giant metal chimes, and seeing this sparks an idea in her head. Wolf Girl comes walking past the chimes, sees some of Sakura's blood, and immediately is able to locate her in the chime, firing off another supersonic howl. But what she didn't know is that this is just how Sakura set it up. She gets herself out the way, leaving the Wolf Knight to be trapped in an endless wave of her own howling, stunning her just long enough for the metal chimes to come crashing down, adding another person to movie Sakura's pack watch. Now cut to Shikamaru, and he's having a bit of a dilemma with his own fight. His opponent being airborne is making it harder for him to land a shadow possession. So to counteract it, he starts launching kunai all over, setting up the same trap he got hit down with. And his opponent don't know any better, so she starts talking crazy to this dude, calling Shikamaru and his shadows whack as she flies around all willy-nilly. Now, if she was staying on her toes and not trolling, she would have peeped Conqueror ready to sneak her ass, trapping her in the puppet and slicing her to ribbons. With those fights out the way, we get back to Temujin and Kahiko, who make their way down to another room. There, Kahiko tries one more time to get that Talk no Jutsu to work on Temujin, telling him the stone is too powerful. Temujin still ain't going for it though, saying if the stone is really that strong, when they get it, it's really gonna be up for these war-having niggas. So seeing that there's no way to convince him, Kahiko tries to backdoor the nigga, which goes just about as well as you could expect. Like, what was this old nigga cooking up? Unk does not got it. Temujin, just like me, is wondering why Kahiko would run this play. It's then we find out that I may have been cooking Kahiko a bit prematurely, because all he needed was some of Temujin's blood to put his real play into motion. But before Kahiko can go through and take that shot, the knife in his hands is blasted out of it as we see Haido finally catch up to the two. But with Haido now present, this begs some questions for Temujin, such as, how the hell did he blast the knife out of Kahiko's hands? Cause Temujin ain't never ever seen Haido move like this. Haido reveals that under one of his gloves is another glove, but this second glove has a stone of Galel implanted in it, which gives Haido the powers we see him using. But seeing Haido with the stone brings up an even bigger question, which Kahiko asks, how did this nigga get his hands on one? And the answer to that question is one that shakes Temujin to his core. We hear from Kahiko, the only possible way that Haido could have gotten the stone he has is by destroying Temujin's village to get it. Hearing this really gets Temujin thinking. In his head, my nigga is hitting one of these.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Haido just brushes everything Kahiko says aside as he finds the key that grants access to the mines. He walks up to the platform, not knowing that he shouldn't have been lacking Never mind, that nigga was not lacking whatsoever. Nerugui tries to sneak him, only to get his little ass flung aside. And you can just tell Temujin was not rocking with how Haido did bro at all. I mean, think about it, Nerugui has been following bro around since they met. At this point, these two gotta be locked in. So he gotta be feeling a type of way about seeing one of his homies get slimed. Kahiko runs up to check on Nerugui, and seeing little homie slumped out, he can't let it slide. He tells Haido he gotta see him about this shit, which Haido has absolutely no problem doing. He sends him flying with an initial blast, and fires a second to finish the job. But before Kahiko can get put in a pack, Temujin stops the attack with his sword. This got Haido bewildered, asking Temujin,
The fuck are you on?
My bad OG, it's just we got the stones on lock. We don't gotta put the old nigga in the dirt.
Little nigga. Huh? What are you yapping about? Move!
Once again, Temujin ain't never seen Haido move like this, and seeing this for the first time allows him to finally start putting some pieces together, as we see him recognize Haido as one of the people who attacked and destroyed his home. This realization got Temujin's mind fried, nigga moving like he got hit with a wicked genjutsu, leaving Kahiko wide open to getting boomed. Luckily for the both of them, Naruto makes it just in time to save Kahiko. Haido tries firing. Haido, seeing that he don't got those, tries getting Temujin on Naruto. But Temujin's brain is just about done resetting, and now he's got new info. That being, Haido is really the one who slimed out his entire village. So when he told him to put hands on Naruto, he's not going for any of it. And I'ma just say, what Haido says in response is genuinely one of the funniest ways I've ever heard a villain talk shit.
I'm very disappointed in you. You're an inferior individual, no different from your parents.
Nah, why he really say,
Paul George, listen to me when I say this. You are trash.
And to make it worse, he goes ahead and brings Temujin's mom and pops into this. Nah, Temujin, me personally, I would not let this level of disrespect slide. Me personally, if a nigga called me an inferior individual and then said the same about my dead parents, I might have to uppull. I'm just saying. But I guess Temujin really ain't on shit, cause this nigga is moving like a fake demon, letting Haido not only hit his ass with a
It was me, Temujin! I smoked your parents' pack!
but also laugh at him and not do a thing. Blood is frozen. He hasn't moved for 40 minutes. This allows Haido to transform, walk him down, pick him up, and hit him with the Kakashi special. piercing blow straight through the chest, ripping out and destroying the stone of Galel Temujin had within him, leaving bro in critical condition. Haido tries walking off, but he's forgetting one thing. If you want to leave, you gotta see my dog, Big Naruto.
My God.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
Yeah, I may have spoken a bit too soon, because Naruto proceeds to get his ass whooped. Like, bro even summons the clones to try and jump the nigga, and ends up getting reverse jumped. Deadass, the way shit started getting disrespectful, this dude Naruto tried to put together the hand seal to summon more clones, only to get blitzed, snatched up, and flung to the ground. Then Haido had the nerve to land next to him, wait for him to try to get up, just to punt the little nigga across the room. Kurama, do something! This nigga needs help! Deadass though, this nigga ain't get his ass whooped enough for the 9-tail stimulus to kick in yet? Damn! Anyway, while Naruto's getting pummeled, this dude Temujin is just out of it. Everything he's been fighting for has been a lie. Or at least that's what he believes. Naruto won't let it stay that way though. He starts digging deep into his talk no jutsu bag, telling Temujin that just because Haido was capping about creating a world without war doesn't mean that the dream needs to be dead, which I'm not gonna lie, these words do not move this nigga whatsoever. But what does is that nigga Haido eating Rasengan point blank. This dude Temujin hears the words Rasengan and instantly remembered the attack he clashed with earlier and had to see Haido get hit by one. Fuck a talk no jutsu, the power of hate always wins. Just when we think the fight is over, to everyone's surprise, Haido is fine. His body is a bit spiraled from the Rasengan, but thanks to the energy from the Stone of Galel, he's able to heal his twisted limbs. Naruto sees this and is like, oh hell nah. Hey yo, Temujin, get your ass up. We gotta jump this nigga.
For real?
For real. Haido hears this and is not trying to let them get a no jump jutsu timing, firing off a blast at Temujin. But before the blast can hit, the Giga Nigga armored suits step in the way, taking the blast for Temujin, as we see the souls of Temujin's dead friends leaving the armored bodies. Seeing how even after death, his friends are still riding for him, Temujin can't help but feel bad about how he got them all packed up, and in order to make things right, he needs to get up and help Naruto jump this nigga Haido. The two of them charge in, Naruto creating a clone to charge up a red Rasengan. Nigga, when did you learn how to do that? That's not even the craziest part, because at the end of the day, we can just say Naruto tapped into 9-tailed chakra like he did at the Chunin exams. Now what baffles me is how this nigga Temujin creates a Rasengan for him. The nigga who didn't know what chakra was and only really saw the technique once, maybe twice, is able to replicate this A-rank ninjutsu. Anyway, Haido seeing the two coming in hot fires a massive wave of energy. Temujin, using his own powers with the Stone of Galel, gets in the way to create a pathway for Naruto. Haido ups the pressure, blowing both Temujin and Naruto's clone away, leaving Naruto to face Haido head-on with his Rasengans. He fires off the first one, shattering through Haido's line of defense, leaving it up to a clash between the two. Naruto counters Haido's fist with the 9-tails Rasengan, causing it to disperse, but he still has the Rasengan Temujin created, which he slams into Haido's chest cavity. At first, Haido tries to play it cool, talking about how he already tanked a Rasengan, but this one got a little something different to it, and he doesn't notice until it's too late as he's sent spiraling, crashing into the key of the mind, destroying it in the process and setting off a whole nother problem. See, with the key now destroyed, the seal keeping the mind under control is gone, causing the mind to start tweaking out, and with no way to get it under control, it could wipe out half the continent. Now, while there may not be a way to get shit back under wraps, Kahiko does inform the two that there's a way to destroy the minds completely. That being someone using royal blood to activate the summoning circle, located in the middle of the room, activating some sort of space-time rift, and pretty much banishing whoever uses it to the Shadow Realm. Naruto hears this and is not rocking with the idea of anyone sacrificing himself, but it doesn't matter what you think, because before he can react, Temujin chops bro on the neck, slumping him so he can't stop him from sacrificing himself. With no one to get in his way, Temujin hits an auraful walk-off towards the seal. A wave of energy comes crashing down from the mines, but Temujin is able to use the aura from his walk to create a barrier, making his way to the center and activating the seal. Everything fades to black, and we see Naruto, and oh shit, it's a Sasuke appearance. We get a scene from the outside as we see all the energy from the Galel mines being sucked into the seal, alongside the ground beneath Temujin, soon him after, completely accepting his fate. But before he can be sent to the Shadow Realm, a dangling Naruto grabs him, using his clones as a ladder, refusing to let another one of his friends either die or become Snake Diddy victims. Now I'm not gonna lie, I cannot tell you how these niggas survived, because all the energy gets absorbed and then there's an explosion, which normally you'd think would mean someone got boomed. But I guess somehow, some last bit of energy from the stone before it was destroyed managed to somehow keep these niggas from being initials in long-lived bios. So with all the conflict now done and out the way, we see Temujin alongside the now free test tube niggas taking off on one of Haido's ships, with the goal of bringing a world with no war, without the need of some all-powerful stone. As he heads off, we see Naruto in the distance. The two share a little real recognize real moment before hitting us with the credits scene, bringing the movie to a close. Well, that's all for today, folks. I'm not gonna lie, this movie was cool and all, but now that this one's out the way, we can get to a real hood classic and my personal favorite, the Crescent Moon Kingdom. If you want to see that, and if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And the question for the day is, what is your favorite Naruto movie? It could be an OG or Shippuden. Like I just said, Crescent Moon Kingdom is my shit. Let me know your choices in the comments. And until next time, peace.